Well, we've had a remarkably good economic survey. Even Surjit Singh Bhalla says it's very well written and full of good ideas. Will it be translated into action in the budget? Traditionally, this has not got anything to do with the budget at all. This is the professional economist's view of what's happening on the economy and how to get it back on track. And the finance minister may or may not listen to it like he listens to Surjit Singh Bhalla or doesn't listen to Surjit Bhalla. But we're lucky to have the man who's written this, your swan song, the last economic survey, full of good ideas, I must say, as usual. Of course, I've known you for 49 years.
That's right.
God.
That's right.
And he's been full of good ideas all along. But tell me, key factors here, that we are in a slump, we want to get back onto a growth path like we were. One or two key things you suggested?
Well, let me start by saying a little background, just a few sentences. You know, there have been many countries in history which grew at a fast growth for a little while, then some shock happened and they fell off that pedestal or plateau or whatever.
Right.
So the whole point is what we are trying to do in chapter 2 is to say, okay, which were the countries which were successful? That is, they got hit by various shocks and then came back up.
Okay.
So that is the basic background of chapter 2.
Right.
And then
so what is the key thing that can
So then we go and
help you bounce
analyze
back?
what are the shocks, what this global shock has exposed to us, and there are basically 4 areas which are identified.
Right.
One is fiscal, because of the decline in demand, we are forced to increase the fiscal deficit to compensate the fall in private demand. But that sets up a conflict.
Just say that so the viewers understand it. I know exactly what you're saying, that fiscal deficit, the government demand, there will be more stimulus to the economy, will create a stimulus to the economy.
Yeah, I'll give you a specific example. Because exports are down by 30%, that's a source of demand for the economy.
Yes.
So that is a private demand source. When that is down, to keep the economy on the same keel, you have to increase demand in some way. And technically, an increase in the fiscal deficit is the only way the government can do that. Technically, okay?
Right.
There's no other way.
So like dropping
and
demand.
monetary policy, of course.
Yes. Okay. So you got to keep this fiscal deficit.
So you have to raise it while the demand is low.
Okay.
But in the long run, that is 2 years from now, 3 years from now, if it remains at that level, then it will start crowding out private investment. So there's a conflict between the short-term objectives or goals and the longer-term imperatives. So you have to
reverse course.
That's right. You have to reverse course at some point.
So what you're saying is that in the short run, don't worry too much about the fiscal deficit, but be very clear that in 2 to 3 years, you've got to get back onto controlling the fiscal deficit.
And that's what one section of that chapter says, that we must start preparing for that day by introducing certain fiscal reforms.
Right. Fiscal reforms which you've suggested are good news to a lot of people. No new taxes at this time and get rid of some of the bad taxes. Do you agree with this particular point? I know there are 4 points we want to go into, but on the fiscal point.
No, I think on the fiscal point, there are lots of very good ideas, and for once I hope some of them do get actually translated into policy. What we were just discussing is what Ivan is pointing out, that we need a cyclically, cyclically adjusted FRBM Act. So therefore, in boom times, the Fiscal Responsibility
Management Act.
Even I don't know the exact, but basically Fiscal Responsibility Act. So that's the first step to.
But bottom line, it says for now, don't raise taxes, perhaps even get rid of some taxes.
Absolutely.
But in the short run, that's not our problem. Fiscal deficit is not our problem.
That's a positive. In a sense.
Now what about other impacts that other countries have had this shock, gone through and got out of, like say the financial markets?
Right. Now financial market, what is
These are our banks and our mutual funds.
Right. Let me explain what the issue is. You know, in the last 3 or 4 years, we've had this boom of capital inflows.
Right.
Now most global analysts say that because
capital
of
inflows, meaning foreign
money
investors
flowing in,
coming in,
FDI,
coming into our stock market, etc.
Right. Now globally, those flows are down dramatically in the last year.
In fact, there's a reverse in some cases.
That's right.